My name's Stevie Baker and I played 203 games for the mighty St Kilda Saints. I grew up playing basketball and I think I was a little bit rough, kept on getting fouled off in the B-ball. My brother got me into footy about under 17s. Couldn't kick, couldn't handball, but just loved tackling and loved getting in and under. So it was pretty good transition from basketball to footy. The Geelong Falcons picked me up. I think they said I was the last pick on the list. They put me in purely on effort, the Geelong Falcons, and I think I was just in the right place at the right time for St Kilda. So I wasn't getting a game all year in the Falcons, but played good in the finals. And the recruiter said he was in the stands and he just saw this guy with an undercut and a ponytail. I think he was there to watch my opponent, and they needed a tagger. I mixed with Barry Hall and Aussie Jones, became good friends with Stewie Lowe, took me under his wing. Yeah, some big names. I wasn't a real footy fan, but I definitely knew who they were, and to be jogging next to Robert Harvey, the Brownlow medalist, in the first session was pretty special. I sort of thrived off the opposition crowd booing me. You get a lot of attention from the other team. Obviously they don't like the tagger, trying to stop their best player, but I was just all about doing the job for the team, and I love the biffo, and if the players come at me and hit me, I seem to play better when I got a knock to the head early, so I'd always try and get in there. But yeah, the role was it was a physical one. The body's feeling the pinch these days, but all worth it. I think one of probably the worst ones I did was sharpen my stops. I had metal stops, sharpen the stops and try and dig it into the ankles. I had a great move that I loved because I accidentally got a hit on the back of the elbow and it made my arm go dead one game. So I thought, oh, that's a good little tactic. So then I'll just my opponent whack him in the same spot, a couple of hundred times each game. I've had 3 or 4 players went off. Bandages. I think the AFL sort of picked on me a bit every time I got suspended. I think it was 15 times, and I went to the Tribunal 15 times. I got 15 guilties. So the AFL, I think they didn't even want me playing on their good players. So that sort of made me proud because obviously they want you out because they want their stars being on fire. But I didn't want that. Demands respect. Rossi, I remember back, I was one of the older players and I was always scared to get asked a question in the meetings. I used to love playing for him. If you did your job, showed 100% effort, had a crack, he'd always be in your corner. So the few off-field misdemeanours, you got swept under the rug because you have a crack on the field. I still to this day say he broke his hand on my head. Footage. He reckons it wasn't, he reckons it was another incident, but I saw him he hit me and I saw him rub his hand. That's where I was attacking his hand all game, and I remember at the end of the game thinking, I'll look after you in the tribunal. I said to him, I'll look after you in the tribunal, don't worry, because he was whacking the shit out of me and split me open, gave me the best hit I think I've ever got. I think I got reported 4 times in the one game, and it was a 12-week, but I took an early plea, so that meant I think I could come back for the grand final. That was it. So, and then I remember a week after the suspension, you're not meant to drink. I had a few drinks. I don't think I've told Rossi this, but and we're playing outdoor bowls, and bowl somehow hit my foot. I didn't kick it. Bowl hit my foot and broke my second toe straight through, and that was after the suspension. So I had 9 weeks and a broken foot. So I was on a moon boot. So I didn't think I had much chance of getting back for the grand final, but that's. Ross had faith in me. Yeah, the memories, it's good and bad obviously, but walking out in front of 100,000 people cheering, it's a memory you never forget, so it's good and bad. Surprise when the siren goes and it's a draw, so I was a bit confused. I wasn't quite sure what was happening, if there was going to be time on. Wasn't quite sure of the grand final rules, so everyone was looking around in disbelief, and the Collingwood was just too good for us in that second game. Rossi told me halfway through the season that we're probably going to have a bit of a clean out with the old boys, and I was playing some of the best footy that I'd played. I don't think I'd been beaten for the year, and turned out I was coming second in the best and fairest, like when I found out at the end of this. So at the time I was absolutely shocked when he told me, but then I understood the reasoning. The list was getting older and things like that. My brother and I got a property business. We do land subdivisions, but it was a bit of a lost soul for a couple of years. Played local footy for a couple of years. Bit of a shock, bit of a change after 12 years of football, but loving life now. Bakerland, we're with my brother Mickey Baker, so we mainly between Geelong and Colac. So we're from Colac originally. So buying properties, subdividing, and then selling the blocks, ready to go for new home buyers. So our slogan is bigger blocks, better lifestyles, bigger land. I was being a bit lazy after a hip replacement a couple of years ago, and my mate Matty Ferguson told me that people have done Ironmans on hip replacements, and so I went for one run with him, and that turned into two. It turned 5k, 10k, 20, and then we did a half Ironman a couple of months ago, which I just got through. But now we're planning on doing a full Ironman at the end of the year in December over in WA in Busselton. So not sure if I'll get through it, but rather have a crack and fail than not have a crack at all.